What's happening, guys? It's JD Trades, and I'm bringing you another outlook. So, what are we seeing so far happening today in the market? Now, realistically, guys, we've had a pretty slow start to the week in terms of how price has been developing. And for the time being, at the start of our week, our overall analysis of the dollar pushing up has been correct. Okay, which is great. We do have some high impact news coming out later today, which can, of course, it will affect the dollar and where price is most likely to head to. I just wanted to discuss a couple of areas so far with you guys. So, on the 4-hour/8 hour, right, I did have this imbalance area where I am looking for price to test on the other side, okay, once we break through this. So we can definitely pull back down, test it before we actually take out the high. However, as prices, of course, progress throughout the week, I am anticipating this 4-hour area being a potential area where price can retest to give us some more long opportunities. But so far, so good. The dollar's kind of just been trickling to the upside. I mean, that's perfectly fine. We are still getting a bullish dollar so far, so most of the majors should come down. At the moment, we did have the interest rate decision for the pound come out. Okay, I'm just gonna click here and see what it was. Okay, so the forecast was 5.25%. The previous was 5.25%, and the actual was 5.25%. So the interest rate has remained the same. Now, this has so far created a weak pound. Okay, as you're seeing right here with this spike to the downside. So the pound has come down a little bit. So, I mean, ideally, from a technical perspective, it's doing exactly everything that we expected it to do. I was expecting some sort of a pullback one last time before we really go a lot lower. However, we are dropping for the time being. Turning our attention over to Euro USD, we're still in this trade for EU. It is a slow burner. It is a trickler. We were in this, I believe it was Tuesday morning. It's now Thursday. Prices moved 30 pips, but that's Euro USD for you. Now, I am expecting this to continue heading down lower, as I explained to you guys earlier on this week. The main pair for you guys that I want to talk about today is USD CAD. Okay, if I can just pull up USD CAD. Now, remember, as I talked to you guys, I said that, I'm looking for a bullish USD CAD and for us to get a test on the other side. Now, for the time being, I do like how we've closed there on the daily. Okay, so going to target yesterday's low to get swept, which it has ever so slightly. If we can get a test down, maybe potentially to Monday's high, okay, then we can look for the long positions to, of course, take out the overall swing higher. Now, this is, of course, what I believe is the most likely play to happen, but it doesn't necessarily mean that price has to do exactly what I want it to do. But so far, so good in terms of the price action that we've discussed previously. So right now we are sitting inside this area for the dollar. Now I'm interested to see what will happen on Friday. We do have a high impact dollar news. We do have the Michigan consumer sentiment. We may get a push down and then maybe a push up, or we may get a push up and then get a spike down prior to Friday. But for the time being, everything's progressing pretty much as expected. There isn't anything that's really standing out for the time being, so we'll just have to keep it at that. Now, as I told you guys, for Bitcoin, there was a high chance of Bitcoin pushing all the way down to around 60k, and so far so good. We're well on our way over to 60k. And guys, don't you just love it when your analysis just plays out exactly how you thought it would? Now, we'll get into key areas for Bitcoin where we really now need to see some bullish price action in terms of a push to the upside, because if we don't, then Bitcoin is most likely to take out the recent low it made of 56,552. It can definitely drop down a lot lower than that. So with that being said, of course, guys, keep that in mind. I will see you guys for another, of course, market breakdown. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for your time. Peace.